Good morning. So I've got Theodore in the back right now. Theodore! Hi, Mr. Stud. Okay, so just a quick recap on Theodore's situation. So earlier this summer, I had moved him to a small barn where I hoped to have a summer of trails with him. Long story short, that didn't happen. I only went on a couple trail rides when he came up sore. I tried a pair of easy boots, which did help, but ultimately was not enough. X-rays revealed that his soles were incredibly thin. If I wanted to continue riding this summer, I would have to give him shoes with pads. Alternatively, I could stop riding and work towards growing his sole back. Ultimately, that's what I chose, and I worked with my farrier towards achieving that solution. Dina has been wonderful in teaching me how to maintain my horse's feet, teaching me how to rasp, and getting me on a mostly weekly trimming schedule. I'll put a link to her flyer on Barefoot Rehab in the description below. Anyway, I have a farrier appointment this morning for the boys, and Theodore was on the list. So I'm bringing him over to where they are, so they all get their feet done at the same time. So yeah, we'll see you then.
Okay, so let's see, where's his hoof? Let's say this is his hoof, okay? So you're trimming along, and there's the bottom of, oh, it actually looks just like his foot. So you know how we say he has a thin sole?
Mm-hmm.
And we want to leave a little bit of height of wall above the sole. You can see his bars. So his bars come from the bone. They're basically the hoof wall, and they just grow all the way around, up and around. So then if you look inside, now you can see, remember when I say he has a thin sole and his bone is close to the ground?
Mm-hmm.
That's, you can actually see that. And
This horse is a prime example.
yeah, totally. And when I say he's got some bone loss here, the bone should be, so that's the bone.
Oh, wow.
And see how it's not flat? When you look at it from the side, it's not flat. It doesn't come like a flat straight edge. It's kind of got that steepness to it. See that angle? So that's because his sole has been thin for a long time. So it's almost been not wearing away, but the circulation and nutrients and blood flow haven't been getting to this part. So it's kind of just like eroding. And then it gets flat like that.
Wow.
So it can be really hard to grow sole when you don't have...
So you're saying for this horse, but then also for Theodore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So...
Wow.
Isn't it neat? And so that's... when you look at a lateral x-ray, that's what you're looking at right there. So the coffin bone, the pastern, the fetlock, and then this is the navicular bone. And then
Cool.
the bottom of the
Look at all these.
I know,
So nerdy.
Look at this. I know, look at this donkey.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy? Donkeys are so cute.
Wow.
That thing's overgrown. But look at all his sole material. See the difference? That might help you visualize it a little better.
That's crazy.
See all this is sole material.
So you have a box of like problems in here?
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's a super healthy one in here.
Oh gosh. So these are just bad examples basically.
Of good ones?
Good examples of bad.
Yeah, good examples of bad.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
One of the things Dina did was take this video of Theodore walking so that we could see that he was now achieving a heel-first landing. This was one of the goals mentioned in her Barefoot Rehab flyer. I only met Dina a few months ago, but I'm so excited to see all that I will learn from her. She's a practitioner and mentor with the PHCP, a nonprofit organization providing educational resources and a supportive network for those interested in holistic and progressive hoof care. As I mentioned, she's been coaching me and teaching me how to rasp. So usually our trims start with me working on their feet, and then she will take over, show me a few more things, and finish out the job.
So one thing that I would do is just see how these edges are really sharp, just because you've been walking them in. So I would see this angle here instead of this. So once you have everything walked in the way you want it, then I would do this angle just to soften all those sharp edges, which you may be doing, but I just wanted to make sure. So just softening those sharp edges. There. That looks great. He's doing so much better. I'm really happy. And then you can always come across like this and just make sure the heels are level.
Yeah, I haven't seen him take any like reactive steps to like as if he was in pain, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's amazing what frequent trimming will do. It's just like, oh my God, there's an actual healthy foot under there. So you can see you still have a little bit of height of wall above the sole. He's in the sand, so that's good because that'll give him some protection while he's still building sole material. He's got sole material growing from here and here. You can kind of see all these little bumps. So we want that to smear forward. So yeah, it looks really good. I'm just gonna level the bar. The frog looks good. So much better. And part of that is because you're keeping the feet nice and short, so you don't have everything getting pulled forward. Now I'm going to use the nippers, but I'm doing the same angle that you did with your rasp. Hang on, buddy. It's just quicker this way. Okay, buddy boy? What are you doing, Theodore? So my rasp would be tilted inward a little bit, like what I showed you. So then I'm just going to blend it. So I level the heel a little bit, and then I'm blending around. Level the heel a little bit, and then just blend around. So I'm like that, not like that anymore. I'm more like that, but I'm not touching the sole at all. And smooth the edges. Where are you going? Smooth the edges. Just make sure it's level. And then I'll pull it forward. So now I'm gonna just seal just a tiny bit higher, not much. So I'm just gonna level it right to this point here. That's where I think that's probably where you end up starting your bevel. So that's why it's just a little higher, because it's hard to get back here. Then I'm just gonna walk this in. And then I'll just walk this one in, level it a bit, and walk it in. Hang on, buddy. And then I'm going to back the toe a bit. Blend this toe pillar in a bit. And that's pretty much it. It's just amazing the difference. Just a few trims.
I'm curious if he's out, like if his feet need a new size now.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Compared to when we started.
Yeah.
What size is he, a 1?
1.
He might still be a 1. Because they go down, I think the next size down in the clouds.
Is half.
Are you talking about the clouds?
Well, both. I think he's size 1 for both.
Oh yeah, he might go down in the gloves, but the clouds, I think he'll stay the same.
Yeah. So the good news is Theodore is doing better, and she thinks I'll be able to start riding him soon on soft terrain, and fitted him for these hind boots. She left me these pairs to try out when I start riding again. I won't be doing the trail riding I'd hoped for, but I'm glad he's doing better, and honestly, sooner than I expected. Alright, so they all just finished getting their hooves done, and I figured I would do some loading practice, so I've got Merlin here with me. So I'm getting ready to move the horses back to the rental barn, and I figured I'd start practicing loading again. It has been about a month since their last move when I went to Vegas for the Mustang Challenge. Here I'm starting to practice self-loading, mostly because I'm trying to become more independent and be able to haul the horses on my own. I want to make the move as stress-free as possible, so I'm giving them lots of practice. Alright, I'm going to take Merlin back out to pasture now. This was Jager's first time practicing. Again, it's been about a month, and he was a little hesitant. I think a lot of people struggle with loading because they fail to recognize the tiny tries from their horses. Though Jaeger has stopped, he's clearly thinking and processing, so I give him plenty of time. There wasn't even a need to ask him again. When he was ready, he came right on. I make it a point to not pull or pressure a horse on. This, I think, builds a lot of confidence with the trailer.
Third try, here we go.
I think this was my first time asking him to self-load. I say I think because my memory is terrible, and sometimes I just can't remember what I've taught each horse. Yeah, that was me smashing my head. I have a nice lump now. And time for a little love and affection. And then it was back to work. I take this as a try because he's investigating what I'm asking him to step on. You want to stay over here though. His attention drifted away, so I did ask him a second time. By the end of the session, he was loading like a pro. But I will be honest and say that I don't think he or Merlin are pro level at loading yet. If some random person were to lead him up to a trailer and expect him to walk on, I expect he might hesitate and even resist. Taking the time to build confidence can really go a long way and shows the horse that you're paying attention to them. And how you approach the trailer, the energy you move with, and your attunement to the horse makes all the difference when asking a horse to load. Sorry, Jacob. Sorry, bud. I'm sorry, boys. More mud. Hi, big dog. All right, so I just brought these kids back out here. Look at that. I hadn't noticed that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Anyway, hi, love. So tomorrow I'm going to be gone, but then in a couple days I'm going to be moving them back to the barn that I've been renting. So they've been out on pasture here, and they've had a great summer. Really great summer. This is where they currently are right now. It's kind of really cool. There's a cliff. This is the whole like back fencing area. It's a cliff, so the fence literally like connects right to the cliff. And yeah, it provides shade, protection, all that stuff. Anyway, so they're gonna move back to the rental barn in a couple days, and then we'll try to get back to a schedule. Are you a tree hugger? Look at him. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, you're getting tired, huh? But yeah, today is like the most that I've done, I feel like, with the horses in a while now. I mentioned in my last video, I feel like this summer I kind of have been just dealing with like depression, and it's been hard to pull myself together to do some pretty simple things. So, you know, I've been doing all the things I need to do just to do the daily stuff, but on top of that, it's just like not been happening. Then I loaded Theodore, and it was back home we went. Hi, Mr. Stud. All right, we'll see about unloading him, and then I'll try to back this trailer up. Figured I'll spare him the misery. Okay, so my battery keeps dying, but I just unloaded Theodore, plugging this in now, and now I'm going to work on backing my trailer. So I can drive forward, but backing is something I haven't done, or I haven't done much of, I should say. But I feel like I just need some time. I have the afternoon. I just need some time, like, by myself to, like, make mistakes, figure it out, trial and error. Versus, like, people can tell you stuff a million times over, but sometimes you just, I know I get really stressed in learning environments, and sometimes I just need time alone by myself to like, oh yeah, let me make this make sense. So here we go. So stressful. Yeah, I really want to get good at backing. You better, oh jeez. And here I go, not. Oh, wrong way. Already screwed up. There we go, see? I just problem solved. Oh no, no, no. There we go. Now I can follow it through. There, beautiful. Okay. Straighten my wheels up and down. I'm not sure I want to do this anymore. That's how I feel. I don't want to do this anymore. Well, I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'm just gonna keep trying this because I need to. Oh my gosh, guys. So I had to go reset and, you know, fix the angle that I was working with. And I came back in, I wasn't bothering to record. And then I just, you know, I set it up and then I backed right in and I just like followed it through and it was like so natural. And I like got it right in. Nobody was here to see. And I wasn't recording. I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. And then then I stopped and then I like, cause I got really excited. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. And then I tried to like kind of critique it a little bit and then I lost it. But anyway, it was just like, I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, don't hire me for hauling or anything just like that yet. But, I'm like proud of myself. That's a good note to end on. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.